And then when I thought the day couldn't get any more crazier, then I come across, because I came across it and I had to go look to see if it was true, because the story is so outrageous that it's one of them things where you have to go and actually see. So then I hear about Gene Hackman, right? And I'm like, what? Gene Hackman? Oh, snap. So I go look and they say him, his wife, and their dog. Now, we know couples, celebrity couples, we've seen, murders happen, things like that occur. But never can I ever recall in my 46 years on this planet that the dog was found dead too. The dog usually roaming around, probably curled up next to the bodies and everything, probably licking them and everything, probably trying to protect them and, doing what they do. Never did I hear the dog? Who is so cruel enough that they would not take out the dog? What did the dog do? What did the dog do? And then the Epstein, there's more documents with Epstein.
Never, ever, 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 ever has there ever been a situation quite so bugged out like this, man, with Gene Hackman. The vibes are all bad, all grim. Am I the only one? Shout out, that was my bro, Jay Millie. Welcome to Crime Time Podcast. Make sure to sub up, hit the buttons, but more importantly, chime in. What in the fuck is going on? Real talk, man. I'll link, I'll put a link to my bro's channel if you want to go check him out. This was just him chopping it up live, man. Like, seriously, 95-year-old Gene Hackman, his wife in his 60s, him, the wife, and the dog found deceased. Yes, this was earlier. I've been pondering on this in my mind all day. It just makes zero sense when they're saying no signs of carbon monoxide, no signs of gas leak. They're got to execute this search warrant, but how in the fuck, like my bro was saying, did not just the husband and wife, we've seen that a billion, a trillion times, but the dog too. And then to top it off, there's 2 other dogs outside roaming around, running free, just doing that, not knowing inside their owners are both deceased. Another canine companion of theirs deceased. The wife found on the floor in the bathroom, pills all over the floor, a space heater on the ground that the authorities are theorizing looked like it fell maybe when she fell, and Gene was in a different room. I don't know. It just is the most peculiar set of circumstances in a couple both meeting their maker at the same damn time. Just, I don't know, man. Any way you do the math, it doesn't add up. It's spooky, it's scary, it's got me all types of flucked up. But beyond that, I feel like any way you add it up and do the math, the equation is the answer, right? Which at this point is just theorizing. So again, let me know what you think, your theories in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, hit the button, stay tuned for other true crime content, etc. But anyway, you add it up, do the math. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sue, order of operations, all that, man. The answer to this equation, possible answers, is just not looking good at all by any means. You know what I'm saying? Like, something grim seemed to have go down in that house. And then obviously this ain't the time for jokes or anything like that, but I was like, I guess joking to myself a little bit. Again, people losing their lives, a pet being deceased as well. This is no laughing matter, no joke. But do you ever, like, just when your things are running through your mind, think on something, and it ain't funny, but like something, I guess, to kind of ease the tension of the uncomfortability of the situation. I was like, man, this sounds like Enemy of the State, a great film that he did with Will Smith. Leave in the comments your favorite roles by Gene Hackman, man. It's so crazy as all these different channels and news outlets out there are speaking about his career, speaking about the circumstances that as at this point, there's really nothing else other than what we know already to go on. It doesn't really seem like there's any pertinent updates. You know what I'm saying? Channels are either, and media outlets are either honoring his career and going over it, talking about his later years in life since he stepped away from Hollywood in 2004. Final film was Mooseport, starring opposite of Ray Romano, which, again, not the time for jokes, right? But after such a stellar career, there's nothing wrong with Mooseport. I actually own a copy of it. I bought in a $5 bin in a dollar store. You know what I'm talking about? You go in there and they have them in sleeves. They're not even in the cases. And I just wasn't feeling it like that. But that it's like, yo, that's the final film to this epic career. Like, I'm going to call it quits on Newsport. You know what I mean? But I guess you can't overthink when to call it quits too much. You end up like Tom Brady. The man should have called it quits after he, went over to Tampa and got a ring in his first year. He ends up going back on his retirement announcement, I think, just because he didn't like the fact that media outlets like jumped on it, reporting it before him. Somehow a leak got out, but he stayed one more year and took a rough playoff loss. No question the man has GOAT status, but just you think, why not bow out gracefully after the Super Bowl ring? You know what I mean? I guess that playoff loss was that was Gene Hackman's playoff loss, the version of going out on Mooseport. But back to what we're saying, I was like, was it the real life enemy of the state plot? Was the celebrity Illuminati after him? Like, this just is making no kinds of sense, and it's just giving me like my skin's crawling. Think about what may have happened in that house. Like I said, any way you look at it, any angle, it seems all types of bad, all types of fucked up. So hit the comments. Let's talk about it all. Stay tuned for updates. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Stay safe, stay focused, and God bless y'all. I'm up out of here.